What's up? So today I've actually bought a whole bunch of different iPhone accessories from Amazon, and all of these claim that they like can make your life easier and that they're super convenient and things like that. So I'm going to be testing them to see if they actually live up to the hype. Let's get started. This is the wireless charger. It is $11.59, so that's pretty cheap, but it's like charging cord is probably about the same. I'm honestly not positive, so I'm not sure what the benefits are to a wireless charger over just a normal charger. It claims that it does charge very fast, so that could be something. Oh, kind of soft. Feels a little squishy, I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. That's so many plugs. So I'm gonna try plugging this in right here and we're gonna see what happens. Oh, it is. I don't know if it's gonna charge faster. It claims that it does. Right now I'm at 86, so let's wait a couple minutes and see how much percentage I have. And like one of the worst things ever is when your charging cord like falls down beneath the bed or something like that. You have to like get out of bed to go get it. I feel like the idea of this is just on your desk or your nightstand. All you have to do is put your phone down and it's charging. You don't like really have to look for a cord. I have this on my desk, so it holds all my cords already. And so I don't really have to worry about them falling. I also have one on my nightstand too. All you do is you put your cords in there, so you don't really have to worry about like searching for them because they're already attached. All right, so we're still at 86. So, I mean, it probably does charge faster. I'm pretty impatient, so I don't really want to sit there and just see how fast it charges. But I feel like, again, this is a preference thing. It could be something people really like. For me personally, probably not worth it. Alright, next we have this multi-lens kit. So I've actually had one of these before, but I did use it for a while and I did really like the different lenses. It had like a fisheye lens and a zoom lens and something else like this, but this one looks a little bit more professional. It says it's a 22x telephoto lens, a 235-degree fisheye lens, an HD 0.2x super wide angle lens, and a 25x macro lens. Oh, it even comes in like a fancy case. Check this out. Ah. So my biggest question for this one is all this stuff is pretty much under $40. I think I bought it for like $37, $38. And normally lenses are like a couple $1,000s. So I'm wondering if the quality is actually even close to like an actual camera lens. Let's see if it's actually worth it or not. I guess I should say the hardest part for this is I don't feel like I have the right phone. I feel like these like lenses are for an older phone because the newer iPhones have two little cameras and this is supposed to go on the top one. I'm fairly certain that's what it seems like is working best, but that doesn't like really work with the way that where the cameras are located versus where the clip wants you to put it. So it's not like really around the camera as flat as it should be, so I'm getting like rims of the lens in the picture. And I just don't really use fisheye lenses. I feel like that's kind of a thing a couple years ago and I never really use them, but I'm gonna try this big long lens because that's the one I had the most hope for. So let's figure out and see if it actually does anything. It's not gonna stay on my phone the right way, but this is where I'm sitting right now and it's getting really close-ups of things from far away. Like 8 feet away maybe. Overall, I definitely feel like it lowered the quality, 100%. It could be something, like aesthetically, that could work out if all your photos kind of look like that. I feel like some people can really pull off blurry pictures and things like that. Personally for me, I don't love it. I don't know, and also like the clip just didn't work on my phone at all, so I didn't really love that. Yeah, I just don't really think it's necessary. That's kind of my final thoughts on that one. Item number 3. I don't know how I personally feel about this one, but it is the iPhone Pocket. For me personally, I'm not a big fan. I do have like a charging thing in my car. I feel like this would block it from charging. I just don't know how I feel about having my credit cards just this open to the world. Alright, so it's actually not as bulky as I thought it was. I feel like this would still slide into your pockets, in and out of your pockets. Put like a card in there. This is just Chick-fil-A gift card that I really need to use. I mean, it could definitely hold like a couple different cards, about the same as a wallet, but I have something just like this on my keys. It's called a thread wallet, but I use it a lot. Really, like if this is in the back of your pocket and it's just sitting there, how easy is it for somebody just to come up behind you and just snatch it? Really easy. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But yeah, overall, I feel like it's kind of not necessary, but if you like it, and that's your thing. This one, I feel like a lot of y'all would actually use. You'd be surprised. It is a phone ring light. So if you don't know, pretty much any YouTuber out there in the entire universe has a thing called a ring light. I'm actually not using one right now because I have my window, but I have one in the other room. But I think some of y'all might use this because it is also a thing for TikToks. It can make your TikTok lighting a lot better and things like that. It just makes it look more professional. I'm gonna see if you can see the difference. This one is a lot less powerful than the ones I've had previously. This is the first lighting, second lighting, third lighting, I think that's also the most powerful. So, but it just clips onto your phone, like right here. Let me shut off the lights and I'll try again. Alright, so that definitely made more drastic of a difference. I can show you the before and after, but it also makes you look a lot more shiny. I give it a thumbs up. Alright, the next item we have a screen magnifier. I have seen a few of these on TikTok. Basically, it charges your phone, it claims to charge your phone, while it also magnifies it, because I feel like it might just be the same as like an iPad, like if you had like an iPad Pro, or like a laptop or something. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just watch it on your laptop, but it also has like speakers and things like that, so I don't know, maybe you're into it, maybe it's something interesting, so let's test it and see if it's actually something that works. This looks like a TV console or something. It's got a little speaker. Whoa. Can you see me? See how it's not like completely zoomed in and like it's a little angled off? See, it just kind of looks like my normal phone relative to size. See, it is zoomed in a little bit. You can see on my hand. Not gonna lie, it looks bigger in person than it does on the camera, but it's still just like, it's still smaller than a computer screen, I would say. Smaller than a computer screen, smaller than an iPad screen. So I don't know why you'd spend money on this if you had alternative options, but it might be something that you look into if you want to just use your phone. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it works properly. Like I can't get the right, I can't get it to fill the screen correctly. So I don't think I like it. Also, it's kind of tripping out my eyes a little bit. Like the magnifying, it's kind of like distorting things, which feels like it might give me a headache. So personally, I'm not for this item. It was a good idea. It was good in theory. This is a wireless car charging mount. When I first got mine, I was just looking for a car mount to put my phone on because I hate like when I'm mapping things and I'm driving and it's just like not safe and it's just a lot going on. I like being able to see where I'm trying to go. And then I found that a lot of them actually had like charging capabilities, which is nice because in my Jeep, the USB is like right there. It's like right next to where it is. So it's really short plug. It's about $30 and in my opinion, it is totally worth it. 100% I would invest in one because I love one. I've bought some for other people and they love them. It's just super nice. Okay, so right now I'm in my mom's car. I'm gonna be setting up this wireless charger in her car because I already have one in mine. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you here. All right, so I just set it up and you can see what it looks like. That is it attached to the dashboard, and it just holds your phone right there, and it also charges it if you plug it in. Right there, you have the USB and you plug it into the USB in your car. I love it, and I think it is something that's super handy. I use it all the time. Definitely worth the investment, 100%. So you guys might be thinking that this one is pretty similar to the last one. This also says that it's a car mount, but I'm going to be showing it as like a bathroom mirror mount. So it's suction cup, so I believe that it can suction to your mirrors or things like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and stick it right there. I've already wiped it and dried it and everything, so pretty much all you have to do is suction cup it on. Feels pretty secure. It's a little difficult to do one-handed. Hey, it totally works. I'm keeping that there. That is so nice. I am so for that suction cup thing. I've been actually like wanting to figure out something that would help me be able to keep my phone there for forever. So 10 out of 10, great. Turns vertically and horizontally too, so if you want to watch different shows. I like it a lot. I'd say it's a good product. I definitely think that this is a must-have. You guys probably all have one of these too, or have had. I feel like I've had like 10 and I lose them all the time. But this is a waterproof iPhone bag, or just any phone. I don't know, my family's always doing more adventurous things, so like canoeing, kayaking, waterfall jumping, things like that. This just helps a lot so you aren't damaging your iPhone, and it's only like $7. Like, why not invest in it rather than like getting your iPhone wet and then having to spend like a whole bunch of money like fixing it. So I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I feel like this is super helpful. So pretty much all you do is you stick your phone in and then you seal it shut. So it's like watertight. There's nothing getting in there. And I'll show you because I'll even dip it in the pool. It's my phone is in the water. And you can still touch it, you can still do whatever you want with it. Completely dry. I think that's something that's super cool. Again, I trust it. I think it's very convenient, especially on vacation or something like that. If you want to take cool like surfing pictures, if you live next to a beach, I would definitely invest in one. I like this one. Let's go. This is an emergency solar charging pack. It says that it's waterproof, which is definitely interesting, but I think it could be something that's actually very useful. If you're hiking, I feel like this could be something that could be really useful, or camping, something like that where you don't have like a UV plug or any sort of outlet. I believe in being prepared, so this seems like something I would definitely invest in, just because like you never know what's gonna happen. Oh, it's really heavy. Dude, this looks legit. It's like leather. Whoa, okay, so it soaks up all the sun, and then there's a USB, and you have to plug it in to charge your phone. But it has like a emergency flashlight. So you turn it on, so it's solar powered, but if you're like in the dark then and it's all charged, turn it on, it has a flashlight, which would be very nice if you're like lost in the woods or something, or if you're hiking, but it also has an SOS signal. So you press it again and it'll just keep flashing until it dies, and it even has a faster version. So right now I'm even in the shade, and it said that when the green one lights up, it says it's charging, and right now the green one is lit. So even in the shade, like it's still soaking up sun. I actually am really liking this. Like I think it's really cool. It's a really cool idea. It's something that's like really small, and you can just have it in the back of your car or anything like that. I have lots of like emergency things in the back of my car, just like jumper cables, or I have wireless jumper cables too, and just things like that. And road atlas, you know, in case of the zombie apocalypse. I mentioned that in the IGTV. I'm really all for this. I think it's a really good idea, and I would definitely invest in this. Alright, this last one, it is a UV multifunctional sterilizer. I feel like with everything going on, this felt like a good thing to kind of add in here, but I have heard a little bit of mixed reviews about it. So I bought it for like $50. It's definitely the most expensive item that I bought, and I'm just a little skeptical, I guess. It claims that it can sterilize your phone. You put it in the thing and it takes like 8 minutes to sterilize it, which should definitely be nice, because I mean, you don't know how many germs are in your phone. I bet you could imagine, but I've heard that people say it's dirtier than a toilet seat. But it does say that it kills 99.9% of germs, so I guess that's about equivalent as like hand sanitizing, so like probably the same as Clorox in your phone or something like that. So literally it just looks like you just stick your phone in there. Pretty simple. I'll come back in 8 minutes and I'll see if it even, the thing is I can't even test it. Like I can't even see if like it actually cleaned anything, but I'll come back in 8 minutes and we can see what it looks like. Alright, so it has now been 8 minutes. I am taking my phone out. I guess you can see the UV lights. The UV lights just shut off. They were on. Oh, it's a little toasty in there. It's a little warm. Obviously, it wouldn't really look any different, but it just looks like my phone. I'm not sure if it did anything at all. If this seems like something you would want to maybe test, and if you believe in it, then I would say go for it. Personally, for me, I'd rather just wipe my phone with Clorox wipes. Alright, so overall I feel like it's about half and half. I really liked about half the items, and I really didn't like about half of them. I feel like some of them are just kind of unnecessary, kind of a waste of money. There are definitely ways around them, either whether it's just like downloading an app, or just being creative, or just not really needing the item in general. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, in theory, all of them are really great ideas, and I think that some of them really worked out well, so that really shocked me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. I love making these kind of videos. They're super fun. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I think we're almost at 2 million, which is really crazy, but I'll see you next week. Bye!